Man, oh man, here I was just trying to enjoy my weekend, and all of a sudden, something crazy happens in the Fortnite space to someone that I really do enjoy, that being AussieAntics, who was welcomed to the FNCS and the official Fortnite broadcast for other events as well, and then swiftly taken off that broadcast team following comments made during the FNCS All-Star Showdown this past weekend, and it was incredibly controversial. He was a part of the official broadcast team, but on his own stream, whilst commentating the event, he referred to another player as a loser and went on a bit in this clip as well, which officially got him kicked from the Fortnite broadcast.
Man. Oh, you have to be such a loser. Holy shit. Like, oh man. Like, you just know, oh, Rivley, I don't know you, but you're going nowhere in life, dude. Like, no one likes you. Holy fuck. I'm sorry. I hate being toxic, but God, you are such a fucking loser. It's insane to me. Like, that actually blows my mind. That's crazy. And this is literally the first game that Luna would have got zoned as well.
And if you guys were wondering why I went on about that, it was very clear in the clip. And again, there's, I guess, two sides and different speculative points to make on this. But what he was referring to, the kid at least, was known as Rev Riley, and apparently was griefing one of the top placers, or I should say top leaderboard players in the event as well, known as Lunar. And we've seen this a lot in Fortnite. If you guys don't know griefing, if you're not doing too well yourself, well, it turns out in a battle royale, you can greatly impact other people's standings and eventually what they take home in prize pool earnings, which this prize pool, by the way, gigantic, could be thousands, tens of thousands of dollars impacted by just one person out there not doing well themselves, deciding to land somewhere different and ruin someone else's game, which seemingly is what this Riv Riley was doing, and what Aussie referred to him being a no-life loser, which, given context, as an outside viewer, yeah, that's a pretty much a loser thing to do. On the flip side, though, it's actually Aussie going on to explain he understands why Epic and Fortnite made their decision because it lacked professionalism.
Like a full-on, like, we hate Epic, L Fortnite thing. Like, I understand where they're coming from. I fully do. So, basically, I had a meeting this morning. I've been dropped from the broadcast today. Potentially, I could be on the broadcast in the future. But basically, I broke community guidelines because last night when I was doing a viewing party for OCE, if you guys didn't watch the very last game, it was pretty public. Obviously, everyone was talking about it. Luna, who was in first place, who was the first ever pro that I met in the scene, literally the first person I ever met at my first event that I was casting like 2 years ago. So again, someone who's really close to me. I'm not trying to condone or make an excuse for what I did, but he got griefed, in my opinion. I know Epic's not going to like me even saying the word griefed. Obviously, you can land wherever you want, but when someone who's on 17 points lands on someone in first who has a chance to make life-changing money, I'm going to call that a grief. I called the kid a loser. That's what I said. I went on to explain that I just don't understand how people can lack the empathy to then just want to go and take so much money and a chance from someone. I didn't say, go send this kid a bunch of hate. I didn't post his social media anywhere. I didn't try to say, I hate this kid, you should give him death threats. But Epic has interpreted that as me using my audience to incite hate towards someone else. That's the situation, chat. Yeah.
And Aussie himself would later take to Twitter afterwards saying, for full clarity, I was dropped from the broadcast due to breaking guidelines around my conduct on my own stream. I called the player a loser after they dropped on first place game 6 of the finals. I understand Epic's decision. I did not mean to incite hate towards the player. The player who was dropped on has been a long-term friend of mine for over 2 years now, was the first pro I ever met. Hearing him cry over losing made me upset. I will continue to make all the content I already do in Fortnite. I still love this game. And later, really appreciate all the support today. Really didn't expect that. Please do not direct hate at Epic or anyone at Epic. I truly understand where they're coming from, and I'm not upset. Just a tough situation. Hating on them does not support me. I'm fine. I'll keep doing me. And it's just like, where do you fall on this one? Because I really do understand, as a broadcast team, you have to be professional. And if Epic thought that he was inciting hate towards a player whose name was clearly visible, and Aussie, having a sizable audience, calling him a loser, I understand that side. I also understand with context what he did was definitely a loser thing to do and did impact the results of another player and technically was griefing in such a huge event. And that freaking sucks that someone on the broadcast team cannot voice that much of their own opinion. And yes, he probably could have worded it a bit better. So I definitely see all 2 or 3 sides of this, but it's a tough case for someone like Aussie, who definitely has the backing of the community, who are not approving of this choice by Epic Games. He does still have a chance, I believe, as he explained, for future broadcast opportunities, which I hope does come true. But what do y'all think about this? A Fortnite broadcast team member known as AussieAntics kicked from the team after calling a player competing a loser for griefing another player. Pretty crazy stuff, huh? But that's just Fortnite. Drink some water, drink some coffee. I'll catch you back here sometime soon. Okay, bye.